Hello, welcome back to another Pro HD video. Today we have, which should be, if all goes to plan, the second career mode episode of today. If it doesn't all go to plan, because YouTube takes about 500 minutes to upload, then it should be up on the next day. But this game against Fiorentina is so vital in our Europa League campaign. We have dropped 4 points against Luzern and Poznan. Fiorentina, the best team in this group, debatably, are on top with 4 points. We are bottom with a minuscule 1 point. This was pivotal in our Europa League campaign. If we couldn't get a win here, or if we even lost, I mean, even a draw wasn't good enough here. Because if we couldn't win, then it would be appalling. We're out of the Europa League if we can't win here. This game is so important, and this Eto'o chance could be the turning point of our Europa League campaign. Maybe, yes it is. Eto'o slots underneath the goalkeeper and scores, kicks the corner flag in his celebration. That is pivotal. And I mean, talk about important goals. That is by far one of the most important we have had so far in this campaign. But Giuseppe Rossi here, backheels into Jacquin. Jacquin shy saved. The header's missed, and again, despite all my efforts, it just was a great propelled header into the roof of the net, and they draw level. So already the party has been killed. The light on the fire has just been dimmed down slightly. Okay, back to square one. Still time to amend, really, what we should have kept anyway. And as Eto'o here, he's so far the absolute core of this game. He's opened another opportunity up. I love the way that Eto'o and Lukaku's ability to just run past defenders is so fine. And Eto'o gets another one here. He runs through. Surely a red card. He debatably was the last man. Eto'o is, of course, understandably angry, and so am I. The former Manchester City player, Steven Savic, is the player to draw out the yellow. Debatably a red, probably not. But Baines steps over the free kick. I'll get Eto'o on it as well. I didn't really want it to be Eto'o in the end. But Baines is there. The left-footed player, it's perfect for him. And whilst I couldn't move because the wall had creeped forward. And Baines is on it. I do decide to take it with Baines. Baines shoots. It's a great save. Punched clear of the goal and eventually cleared to safety. What a vital save that was by Fiorentina's goalkeeper. And unfortunately, the half-time whistle blows. And despite all our efforts, we go in at 1-1 undeservedly. We should have been in the driving seat in this game. We should be winning. But that's what we tried to change. With our two-striker partnership between Lukaku and Eto'o, it was a great bit of 1-2 play, great bit of passing, and Lukaku gets his first goal in the Europa League, and that is so important here in Italy. Somehow, Gareth Barry can pick up Lukaku, I don't know how, but either way, what a good goal that is from Lukaku. Great team play, and he just beat the line of defence. Clinical finish, making it 2-1 here. Of course, we have slightly just changed up the formation a bit, because really in the Europa League, it was dead in this game. It was really dead. In the Europa League, we needed a bit of a change of tactics. In the Premier League, it seems to be working, but in Europe, not so much. And Lukaku here, this is the great example of the two strikers, but unfortunately, Lukaku didn't use the option of Eto'o. He could have chose to use Eto'o, but in the end went alone. He didn't quite make full use of it, however. Eto'o, though, does get the ball back, managed to find a slight chip over into Morales. Morales is drove out onto the wing, touches it down, plays it over to the back post where Gareth Barry, the former player of Manchester City, dives for the header, reaches it, and there we go. Gareth Barry runs down the line because he knows what he's just scored. The goal which should confirm victory and should confirm our first 3 points in the Europa League. It was a superb spot and a great bit of vision from Morales to pick out Barry at the back post. He had to weave backwards, slightly push backwards, and then dive forwards, angled his header excellently, and in the 90th minute here, Fiorentina do get a corner, maybe to slightly differ the goal tally, but as it is cleared away, Richards get it. Marcus Richards connecting with his former Manchester City teammate Savic. Savic, he's in our penalty area. We tried to get it clear of the danger zone. It is in the danger zone, but now as Eto'o brings the defence out, brings the play out, he is tackled, but it doesn't matter anyway because the full-time whistle has blown now. Yes! Oh my God, they were some nervous final minutes there against Fiorentina. If we wouldn't have took advantage, or we wouldn't have scored that last goal, we could have been under a lot of pressure. And after that, we decided to go in and sim this game against Middlesbrough, which was debatable considering we got off to a terrible start. As you can see there, Whitehead really dictated the whole sort of like what's going on in this game now. He really dictated the whole theme, the whole mood of the game, puts us behind, and despite Morales drawing level pretty much immediately after, they do go and get a goal with Clayton. But the shock of the day so far, I'm not even concentrating on the fact that we could be going out in the Capital One Cup. It was a bit ambitious, even thinking we'd have won this game against Middlesbrough with that pretty reserved team. Look at their result. Cardiff City 5, Liverpool 0. Seriously? Cardiff City 5, Liverpool 0. What a result that is for Cardiff. And now we go back to some Premier League action. This time it's against Swansea City AFC. Of course, the Welsh team who currently sit in the top half of the table, although it's not been shown during this game. This will be a difficult game. Sorry, my mic cut off again now. I really need to sort that out. That happened in the last episode as well. But Strootman here drives into space, rolls the ball through to Barkley. Barkley, he puts the defender on the floor. Barkley's got a great chance early on, but he just flew the ball wide in the end. But again, Jagielka in the central attacking midfield position, leaving it open as he runs back, however. Finds the ball out wide to Campbell. Campbell runs down the wing, cuts back, cuts inside, beats his man as well, weaves in and out. And despite the fact that he did very, very well, he couldn't quite draw the goal against Swansea and put them down behind. It was still great work from Campbell with no options on. Campbell is very, very good at his agility is so good. And I'll tell you what, he can create a chance and a half by cutting inside and penetrating Swansea through that gap which they leave when his pace beats them. But as the ball is played through to Lukaku, I did want it to go out wide. It worked either way through to Lukaku. Lukaku, on his weaker side, plays it across goal into the top corner of the net. What a finish from Lukaku. What a way to open the score in this game. We are now 1-0 up against Swansea. We didn't use the option of Coleman in the end. I thought it was going to be worse, but the off-balance Lukaku drove it across goal. One of the sweetest connections that he could ever get. But as he shoots here, I believe that was Wilfred Boney. Sigurdsson, however, the former Tottenham and, of course, former Swansea player, does whip it in. It is cleared away. It's playing into Dyer in the penalty area. It was a good shot, but it couldn't quite dip enough in the end. And we do go in at half-time in the driving seat like we wanted to be in the Europa League game. This time it's gone our way. 1-0. So far, Everton 1, Swansea 0, but straight from the off, Swansea look to attack. Sigurdsson finds his man. Ki Sung-young's there. Ki Sung-young backheels it back to Sigurdsson, and again back to Ki Sung-young. We have got to pick up these players. We cannot allow them to do that so easily, and the ball is cleared out for a throw-in. A Swansea throw-in in the end. But they just cannot do that easily, and as the throw is played to Britton almost loses control of the ball, but manages to retain it. The ball is tackled, Coleman into Ki Sung-young, but the shot is saved comfortably by Howard, and Howard manages to throw it out towards Coleman. Coleman races down the wing, just sort of loops it over to Campbell, who has been so good in this game. McCarthy, the man that you would least expect to be there, puts a pile drive shot into the box. He fizzed it onto the edge of the 18-yard. Lukaku, better connection there. It was going in any day. But unfortunately, he couldn't quite get the such sweet connection that he did any time ago. But Campbell, he does get injured, but manages to get up soon and actually creates a great piece in this attack. He's not injured permanently. He slides the ball through and Barkley rolls it under the keeper, doubling our scoreline, which was a massive relief because Swansea really were piling on the pressure. They were putting some pressure on us, and if I'm not going to lie, it was a pretty hard challenge on Campbell in the first place, but it wasn't a free kick, was it? Let's be honest. He did just sort of run into their man, and consequently, for Swansea, a bit of a controversial decision went our way. It's nice when that happens, but I do like to see a fair game, which It was a great piece of fair technique here from Sigurdsson, but why not go and pick the ball up there? Stop wasting your time celebrating. Yeah, good goal. It was a fabulous way that he shoved Baines out the way, got in front of him, and in the end, despite Baines predicting and anticipating the fact that Sigurdsson would get a header on it, Baines, in the end, was shoved, outstrengthed, caught Howard on alert because Howard thought he was going to header it as well. But it doesn't really mean much, but still a good finish into corner. Bartley goes into spasm. Don't know why he's so happy about that. What does that mean for us? Not relegation? Surely not this early. But either way, we do end that game with a 2-1 victory. So unfortunately, the clean sheet is dropped at the end. But I do thank you for watching. If you did enjoy, make sure you smash that like button. Your support on the last episode was out of this world, and that has brought you this episode as well. I did thank you for watching. Like I said, if you did enjoy this episode or the whole series, make sure you hit the like button. If you're new, make sure you hit subscribe for more FIFA 15 content, which is so awesome. And I will see you next time.